painful. But nothing is more painful than staying where you do not belong. I fulfilled the purpose while I was on the show. And for a few years now, I've been feeling like I need to go fulfill other purposes.
Isn't it a situation where you could multitask?
No, at this point of my life now, I actually need more time to be able to focus on other things.
Right.
If I still decide to say I want to multitask between it would still take away some time that I would be able to use to do other things. So right now I have other things on my hand. I haven't said I'd stopped acting. I made that clear. I've always been acting, and I don't think it's something that I would ever stop because it's something I enjoy and it's more like a calling for me. But
okay, no, go on.
But it's time for me to leave.
All right, so one thing I actually realized about your career is that you were never for one stereotyped. Like, for instance, I could give you examples of people that, you know, we saw them acting a particular role and they used them for such roles over and over. The late Sam Loco, Mr. Evil, Kanayo. With all due respect to these people, but you could see that they were actually using them for roles like that. But we saw you act in other capacities apart from being the, you know, spiff guy. You were acting. So I don't know, how did you get bored over, you know, having a character that worked for you and also being able to be your real self? How can you get bored of that?
Well, I've always been someone that has been led by his instincts. And my intuition always let me know when it's time for things.
So what's next?
So next, there's a lot of other things. I'm someone that is currently looking for new challenges and albeit better ways to entertain people.
I can help you with new challenges.
I've got
find more hands to fight Boko Haram. That's the challenge.
Well, I've got my own set of challenges, dreams, goals, plans that I'm dedicated and driven towards. That's the most important thing, to be able to find or search it, go in search of what you are deeply craving for and is craving for you. So I have those set of challenges, and now is the best time. I mean, the world has changed.
Right.
If we are going to be real with ourselves, the world is no longer the same. A lot of things have changed. Over the course of the last 3 to 4 years, from 2019 to now, people have grown in their businesses, people have, you know, just diversified.
Right.
So I'm at that point where it's time for me. It was a hard decision. Very hard.
Obviously.
Very hard.
What are some of the advantages and disadvantages of being a child star to the man you are today?
Advantages?
Yeah.
Well, should I say, I don't want to call the fame an advantage.
Yes, it is to an extent. Famous people privilege.
Well, to some extent.
Yeah.
But, no, not really.
No.
What's in the money?
If we're going to be fair, Nollywood is not really favoring the actors. Financially. You find a lot of actors, popular, famous, but they're still broke because that's how the structure of the system works over here. Unlike Hollywood.
How do you think that can be fixed? Because it's a recurrent situation, and as much as people have tried to change the work on it, I mean, it's taking effect in the music scene. But it seems like the Nollywood scene is getting left behind. There's only some certain production outfits that I am sure that I know that pay well enough.
Well, to start with, the music and the filming scene is quite different.
That's what I'm saying. That's the point. There's a change in the music scene. Why is it not happening in the movie scene? Because
it is to an extent.
Well,
is it?
They're both developing. It's just that one is faster than the other. And the structures of one is not the same as the structures of the other. I'll give you an example. In the music scene, what one, record label needs is one good artist. For a film, what one producer needs is a lot of actors.
Is that what they actually... We're still going to come back to the disadvantages, but I want to ask a question. Is that what they actually need? Lots of actors or a lot of star actors? Because I chose star actors because I watched a movie recently with over 15 or 20 star actors, and the movie was complete crap. And I was wondering, why all the stars? Of course I can't do that. You know. No, guys.
We have our...
No, it's not. It wasn't a Moghetto.
So which one movie? Please
tell us. We have our uniqueness
in
the way our film industry is structured from other film industries. And over here, what seems to be thriving, even though it's not what really happens in abroad. Is that when you're popular, you're famous, they tend to want to use you because you already have a strong fan base to push the direction
push
of
the movie.
of the movie.
But that's just life.
It's showbiz. I think
yeah,
that's just showbiz.
for the whole of entertainment. It's
All right,
life.
so let's talk about. Sorry. Let's talk about disadvantages of being a child star.
Yes. Well, for me, in my own experience, I like to say that the attention I was getting was way too much.
For your age at the time.
And distracting. Once you're popular, everywhere you go, everyone knows you. It's difficult for you to live a normal life. It's just difficult for you to just walk into a place and not have everyone look at you in the room. If we are going to extend it